You want to support Roland Martin Unfiltered? Be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real as Roland Martin Unfiltered. Support the Roland Martin Unfiltered daily digital show by going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. You can make this possible. Here is this brother. A sheriff in Florida named Darryl Daniels, the first black sheriff in Clay County's history. Listen to what this yahoo said about Black Lives Matter.
Hey folks, me and the men and women of the Clay County Sheriff's Office just want to weigh in on what we're seeing going on, played out across the media or mainstream media in this country. Look folks, don't fall victim to subjecting yourselves to this.
All right, folks, not sure what's going on. I'm going to just go ahead and play this here from my iPad. So go ahead and take it here, please.
We're seeing going on, played out. Hey, folks, me and the men and women of the Clay County Sheriff's Office just want to weigh in on what we're seeing going on, played out across the media or mainstream media in this country. Look, folks, don't fall victim to subjecting yourselves to this conversation that law enforcement is bad, that law enforcement is the enemy of the citizens that we're sworn to protect and serve. We swore an oath. And in that oath, we swore to support, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States and the government. And that we're duly qualified under the state's Constitution to hold office. That is, for me as a sheriff, and for these men and women as deputy sheriffs, and we end that with, so help me God. But God is absent from the media's message or Black Lives Matter or any other group out there that's making themselves a spectacle, disrupting what we know to be our quality of life in this country. In Clay County, we have a great quality of life. We have a great relationship with our community. But across this country, not so much. I just wanted to take a stand with these men and with these women who feel the same way that I do. Lawlessness, that's unacceptable in this country. Lawlessness, that's unacceptable in Clay County. And if you threaten to come to Clay County and think that for 1 second that we'll bend our backs for you, you're sadly mistaken. I know what happens when lawlessness prevails. And in this day and time, God is raising up men and women, just like the folks you see standing behind me, who will have strong backbones and will stand in the gap between lawlessness and the good citizenry that we're sworn to protect and serve. So you can threaten all you want. You can say, hey, let's go to Clay County, or let's go to some other peaceful county where their problems don't exist, or not so much like across this country, where relationships are great and not strained, and where the people support their sheriff and support the men and women who wear the uniform. And you'll have something waiting on you that you don't want. Yes, we'll protect your constitutional rights as long as you remain under the umbrella of peaceful protest or peaceful march. But the second that you step out from up under the protection of the Constitution, we'll be waiting on you. And we'll give you everything you want. All the publicity, all the pain, all the glamour and glory for all that 5 minutes will give you. Is it a threat? Absolutely not. But somebody has to step up in front of the camera and say, enough is enough. Tearing up Clay County, that's not going to be acceptable. And if we can't handle you, you know what I'll do? I'll exercise the power and authority as a sheriff, and I'll make special deputies of every lawful gun owner in this county. And I'll deputize them for this one purpose, to stand in the gap between lawlessness and civility. That's what we're sworn to do, and that's what we're going to do. You've been warned.
Greg Carr, what the hell was that?
Well, I kind of feel bad for Brother Daniels. I don't know, you probably saw this. The state attorney in Florida is looking for independent. They stepped down looking for an independent prosecutor because they have an investigation. Apparently, a couple of years ago or last year, he ordered one of his deputies to arrest a sister he used to have a relationship with who he accused of stalking. So he's used to he's used to kind of that kind of overhyped masculinist, use his gun and that big hat as an excuse to search for his masculinity approach. To see those guys standing there gap-legged with that kind of, posturing look, I mean, this is the worst kind of practice of patriarchy. I mean, they're in the Jacksonville area. And so he says, we'll be waiting on you. Brother, you do a little bit of your history over there in that little county, because you'll find out that one of the natives of Jacksonville, James Weldon Johnson, he's the one who coined the term the Red Summer in 1919. Meaning what? You don't want to deputize. This cat said he deputized everybody in the county if you don't have enough deputies.
Right.
Well, if you deputize everybody, a bunch of them guns going to be black. You don't want it, Daniels. And in fact, you better go check that thing about that stalker you say you got, brother, because you got other problems in your own personal life. So anyway.
Reese Gray talked about all those guys. I didn't see a single woman standing there. No women on that sheriff's department?
Yeah, I didn't. It was just so ridiculously macho and disturbing. And I think that they need to open up a pattern practices investigation on that department, because clearly they got it completely messed up in terms of what their objective is. There is no once the constitutional right ends. There is no end to your constitutional rights. That's kind of the whole point of the Constitution. And so this whole machismo, as Dr. Carr put it, this perceived threat that doesn't actually exist. It doesn't sound like they've had any issues. This grandstanding, it's really pathetic and insecure, and it's dangerous. And, deputizing people is absolutely never a good thing. And he will have blood on his hands if people take him up on that offer. So they need to investigate him and everybody behind him, because something is really, really wrong and demented and almost demonic, I would say, about what we just saw.
All this stuff, Erica, God this and God that, and they are not this, and all this. Oh, it's not a threat. What? That is shameful conduct. That's a fake. You know what? That's a fake ass John Wayne racist. And then of course he looks like a broke ass Sheriff David Clarke.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing.
All hat, as we say in Texas, all hat, no cattle.
Yep. Yeah, Uncle Ruckus has added another one to his fold. And along with Dr. Greg Carr is talking about, there is an open criminal investigation because the young lady that he'd been having an affair with for 6 years was a direct report. And he's talked about, having all of this media publicity. Well, he definitely does not need it, he himself, after having his marriage fall apart after this as well. And so, listen, all of this slave patrol talk that he's talking about, Clay County was named after a U.S. senator who did, in fact, have slaves. He's in a county that's about 81% white, and he's running for re-election, and there are 6 other names on the ballot. So this failed attempt to appeal to the Trump voter with the Uncle Ruckus crew, it's not going to work out for his favor. He definitely has other and bigger problems that lay ahead of him past this re-election season.
All right, folks, back to our Roland Martin Unfiltered video in just one moment. All right, folks, the folks at Ceek.com have an incredible offer for you folks. And these are these 360-degree 4D headphones that you can use for music, you can Bluetooth, you can for gamers, all that sort of stuff. Mary Spiels, a sister, she's actually the inventor of these headphones. Phenomenal. I love the sound of these. They also have the virtual reality headsets, which allow for you to actually watch VR virtual reality videos, 360-degree videos. You can simply pop your phone right into here. And then, of course, if you you can also go like YouTube has an app as well that has a channel that deals with a lot of those VR ads. And so you can actually do all of that, folks. Check this out and pop it on. And guess what? Check out your virtual reality videos. Go to Ceek.com, 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 Ceek.com. Use this promo code right here, RMVIP2020, RMVIP2020, for a discount on these headphones. And then, of course, when you support them, you support this show, Roland Martin Unfiltered.